You're such an asshole.
All right, bear with me. Yeah. Okay, this book brought to you by Bachelor Economics. Link down below. That'll help you out with a bunch of other things. I'll also recommend. Oh, that looks like that pile of books is going to fall over. That is not structurally sound. There we go. Get that on there. I'd also recommend you get Rich Cooper's book Unplugged Alpha and read the last chapter. Though, obviously, read my book first. And if any of you review Rich's book, give it a 5-star review. Say, great book, outstanding, almost as good as Clary's. That would make warm fuzzies in my heart. Make it very happy for me to see lots of reviews like that. So, all right, we got a question. And if you got a question, go to assholeconsulting.com. Hey, Cap, I want to get your opinion. 23, no debts, have a degree in electrical engineering from a state university. This guy uses paragraphs. I'm currently working at a place on the East Coast, making $70,000 a year doing a thing. That's a very nice thing you're doing. It's a pretty easy, stable job, and I have a lot of free time to pursue my hobbies of martial arts. I could probably make 10 to 15 more if I switch to a competitor, but it'd probably be more work. I can also pursue a master's degree in my field with reimbursement, but it'll probably cost me about $6,000 all in all. That's not a lot. And you said, well, you could do it in 3 years. Spread it out over time and they'll pay for it or subsidize it heavily. That's not a bad idea. My largest expense is rent, which is $1,300 a month. So I can live 15 minutes from work. So I have to work in person several times a week. It's not a fancy apartment, just a single bedroom. I've been maxing out my 401k, a Roth IRA, and I only end up saving $7,000 a year after that. What would your financial goals be in this situation? Also, I haven't met any desirable guys, look, please. Will you all go by and read this? Please read this. Okay, we're going to take a tangent. All right. When I was younger, as I approached girls when I was younger, I thought there was no cost because, well, if the girl says no, that's what's the worst that happens. The girl says no. And I didn't realize it at the time because I was young, the hormones were raging, and I had a lot of time. But what you realize over time is that getting your time wasted, you do pay both a conscious and unconscious tax when your time is wasted. Not to mention, your time is actually wasted. And to show you where it is real, this is not just me making it up, but like, let's say you are driving and there's someone slow in the left lane. You get very angry, don't you? Well, what do you think a girl that leads you on, flakes on you, you go on online dating, they respond to your whatever message or your like, and they counter like, and then you message them, you say, hey, what's going on? I found your profile. You look pretty cute. You want to meet up or something? And she responds, hey, all right. That is the exact same thing. They are taking away your time, your life, albeit at a microscopic level, just like the person in the left lane. But why do you get pissed off at the person in the left lane, but not the girl on the internet or the day you're getting flaked? Because you got the hormones running and all that. Hang on, I got to figure out. So when you get older, you're going to realize over time, this builds up, not just the total amount of time you've wasted chasing girls, but you start getting opportunity costs. You have other things you could do with your time, and you just get old and you get sick of it. And you start to realize that is not worth my time. All right. And the best thing I could do for especially you younger guys out there is to get you to the level us old farts are at, so you're way ahead of us when you get to be our age. And even though you don't feel like it, I'm like, oh, there wasn't any girls at that nightclub. What I want you to do is say, what could I have done with the 2 hours not going to the nightclub? How much better would my mental health have been if I didn't, where there's no girls at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? What if you just focused on having feet and crotches in your faces in Jiu-Jitsu, which is what Jiu-Jitsu is? Why don't you do that and spare yourself what seems to be a costless annoyance that will build up to be a significant price you pay in terms of time, micro stress, I wouldn't say worry, but just don't waste your time. And so when you get if you don't understand just what small microscopic chances there are, unless again you're a 10 or a 9 or something, of your time being compensated in terms of an actual return on investment, please get this book. You don't go to a dojo or a gym to meet the girls. All right? You don't go online dating. The best place out in public, see a cute girl, you ask her out. That's it. That's the best we got. If you need additional instruction on how to do that, need a little polish or how, talk to Troy Francis. He's the expert in that field. And in my day, we just went, hey, you're cute. You want to go out? And we didn't get hit. We weren't thrown in jail. So what else should you be doing? Stop mixing the pursuit of women with pleasure and excellence. The pursuit of women is you achieving excellence, becoming very good at jujitsu, going on, and then actually asking girls out. But do not conflate the two. There's no girls at jujitsu. There's no girls at the office. There shouldn't be. Even if there are, there shouldn't be. I'm not saying women shouldn't be work. I'm saying you should not. Or work is work. Jujitsu is jujitsu. The cute girl at the grocery store. Oh, hey, all right. All right. So let's continue on. Any suggestions on where to meet decent chicks, preferable not at the bar? Okay. So the question is, what would Cappy do if they were in my situation? Would advise Cappy in an alternate unit? Well, first, please read the Book of Numbers. Okay, please read that so you understand just how much of a time sink and waste that's going to be, and how important is you judiciously use your time in the pursuit of women. That is going to be your biggest expense in terms of time and money, is pursuing women. I make it so. Please read that so that you do it smartly, intelligently, so you do not waste your time. I'm not saying no chase women. I'm saying do so intelligently, because the opportunity cost is huge. You could be doing so much more with it. All right. So you want to know what to do with your finances. All right. Go ahead, read Bachelor Pad Economics. That's down below. I go through it, but let's talk about a couple other things. Well, let's go up. You want more details? You live in an area I've been. Okay. Here's what I would be doing. You're very young. Keep working. Keep saving up the money. All right. I would, in terms of finances, diversify your portfolio a bit. You got a little bit of money left over. So as always, I recommend a little bit of silver, a little bit of crypto. If you want to inevitably down the road, invest in real estate, like someday you wish to get a house, but my housing prices keep going up. All right. Well, what you can do is you can invest in a real estate investment fund, real estate investment trust, REIT. And that won't be a down payment on, and it could go down in value too, but it should ebb and flow with the housing market. So at least you maintain your purchasing power, so that as time goes on, all of a sudden you do have enough for 20% down payment on a condo or something like that. So that's kind of the finances. Also, though, it doesn't sound like finances, I would be doing reconnaissance. You don't want to live in that state for long. Okay. So I'd be going down to Florida. I'd be going down to Tennessee. I'd also get Reconnaissance Man and read through that. I would spend a significant amount of your money doing reconnaissance, reconnoitering the country or overseas to figure out where you might want to live down the road. I would also travel overseas and do research, particularly online, and narrow down some countries overseas where you could start building for a plan B. What is a plan B? You have property overseas. So that if the bleep hits the fan here, and you all get to go to work camps and get to bail out Karens from their master's degree in social work or public health administration, you can leave and you won't be a pauper. I think a good use of your time would be to get your master's degree, since that is dirt cheap and your company's more or less paying for it. It gives you something to do. And I like also it's the part-time approach. You're not rushing to get through it, so it'll give you time for other things. I think that's a good investment. And then whatever in your particular field, what were you going to get a master's in? Okay, that could be remote. I would get certifications in that field that allows you to work remotely. All right, so hone your skills. That's a good investment into yourself, as advanced degrees, higher education, and not just education, I mean skills. Matter of fact, education is completely pointless. It's skills that you should be learning. I think you will get that with that. Sounds like you got kind of a good balanced life. You're in martial arts. You want to meet chicks. Okay, dude. The best way to meet chicks is to not try and meet them. All right. Go out. Do your thing. Do whatever it is you want to do. Go salsa dancing. Go to the bars with your buddies. Go into martial arts. And if there's a cute girl and you see her, not because she's in martial arts, but you just happen, they could be anywhere and you think she's cute, go up and chat to the girl, say, hey, you're cute. And if you, now Troy Francis goes through this a lot more. All right. And yeah, you should be able to talk to a girl for more than half a second. But a real simple tool is the lightning strike or the air strike. You get in, you get out. You're always on the way to something else. Come up to her, practice it like you're rushed. You got your backpack slung around your back. Say, look, I got to go. I got a meeting. You're cute. Like, I would love to take you out sometime or talk to you on the internet. Can I get your number? Or write it down. That might even be easier. Write down, dude, I did today. And then that screens it, you outsource it to her. The ball's in her court. You ain't got to worry about it. Say, text me, don't call because I don't know if it's spam or not, but give me a text. I'd love to take you out to coffee. Then you go. Boom. That's an easy one. You're not there. You're not nervous, trying to figure out something to say as girls just sit there wide-eyed like a deer in headlights. Say more and entertain me. All right. But generally, where do you meet girls out there? Outside. Don't meet them online. No online dating. No. Go outside. Your parents in the 80s, go outside and play. Go outside and ask out girls. I mean, not any old girl one. She's cute. And at your age, I don't think you got to look for rings just yet. And even then, if they had rings, what does it matter? It's just a fleeting state anyway. What else would I have done in your situation? So you're getting the master's degree. That's good. You got a good job. I just stay in that state for now, make your money. I wouldn't work for an employer. It sounds like you're good and square to go. The amount of money you're making now is not worth that extra money to risk it on having a bad employer. Get your master's. I get some certifications along the way. I'd keep doing the martial arts. I think you throw in travel and doing reconnaissance. That's going to, maybe you could get into hiking if you wanted to. There's not a lot of hiking where you're at, but I mean, you could start walking around. And then as you travel, you could try your hand at some mountains or canyons or something. But no, man, in your case, I don't want you biting off more than you could chew because you got to sleep and sometimes you just need some downtime. But no, you're doing good. But for girls, I cannot, God, man, they will ruin your life. But you don't even get married. You just have to go chase them all the time. Put them at the center of your, no. Go, you're working out. Be physically attractive. Dress nice. Okay, I'm not a big looks maxing guy, but put together a nice outfit when you go out in public. Anytime you think, I'm in the mood to ask a girl out, put on a nice outfit. It doesn't have to be a suit. Put on some nice cologne. Do your hair. And get a British accent like Troy Francis. And the girl says, oh my God, a British accent. You could be a complete moron, but you gotta love it so much. Good stuff. Like, I hate you, Troy. You and your good looks and charm. And just that, go out. That's how you would meet. And then you see a girl, you ask her out. That's it. That's all you have to do. That's how you get the girl, so. But if you invest more than that, going to nightclubs, seeking arrangement, dating. I saw in the book of Numbers, I found out it's like 89 minutes a day the average person wastes on online dating, male and female. I think women are more because they get an attention fix out of it. Ladies, that is a horrible waste of time. You could be doing so much more with that. So much more. But I need my fix of attention, man. Oh, there it is. That's good. I got that 7 to text me back, but I'm not going to text him back. I just needed the attention. Oh. What's better for you girls, an orgasm or just leading guys on dating profiles? Which is more pleasurable to you? That's an honest question. Please answer. Ladies, all 5 of you in there, What do you get more of a hit out of? One, if it's an orgasm. Two, if it's stealing attention from a guy you have no intention of going on a date with. You tell me what you get a better hit on. Oh, so dark because it's so true. And you know, what I would do, maybe get into motorcycle riding. That's just me. And maybe you might want to evaluate looking into the military part-time, the reserves or the National Guard. Just something to consider. You know, that'd be about it. That'd be really about the only thing. But man, I don't know. You put your hard effort in to get an electrical engineering degree. You got good money. I go have some fun though too. Like, and not reconnaissance fun. Like if there's a place you want to go, I don't know, Disney World, or you want to go, I don't know, where you want to go to Cancun, I'd go there. You want to rent a Ferrari in Vegas, go rent a Ferrari in Vegas. You've earned it. Go do it. Get that out of your system. Go have a little bit of fun. But yeah, then kind of get back. But I would say don't overinvest in work. I think your added thing would be your master's degree. Get an idea list, start jotting down ideas you might have for business ideas. And as those come along, maybe entrepreneurship is another route for you to go. But it sounds like you're pretty gainfully employed and you have really good skills. So you may not have to do the entrepreneur route. That's about it. There we go. Let's go to the super chats. The super chats. Going to the super chats. And Dre is a little twerp. Dre, for $2, Cappy's book review, 4 out of 5 stars because not 6 feet tall. Thank you, Dre. Thank you. Joe Allen, $2. Tinder is perfect for the top 10% of Duber. Yeah, I mean, if you're a top 10% guy, yeah, go to, of course. Or Bumble, right. I mean, you could put your effort and time into that. Things change. You make it to a 9 and you got to be 15% or higher, at least 15%. But if you're a 7, 8, no, don't even bother, man. You got to be a 9 or a 10. 9, and that's different, but the vast majority of men are not 9s or 10s, so we got to talk to the majority of men. And Aaron, would you give completely different advice to 9s and 10s? Yes, absolutely, because it's a different ball of wax. Just as if a girl's like super hot versus super fat, I'm going to give different advice because their looks, as it also pertains to men, is the number one thing to address first. Hey Chad, since you're in the room, you want a podcast tomorrow? I'll answer that guy's question. Just text me. I don't know if you're back in Chicago. Luke Cartwright, $2. That pickup actually works. I tried. Well, yeah, it works. Yeah. What I did it when I was younger too, because I was nervous. I was young. I had not gotten that callousness up to it. I hadn't gotten into like just talking to a girl. You usually go from airstrike to lines, and lines are bad. You don't want to use lines as a credit. It's better that you fumble and flail. And then inevitably you get to like, oh, she's just a buddy, and you ask her about herself. And you follow up on what she says in conversation, which could be very hard because girls will say, yeah, no, one-word answers. And here's another thing, guys, especially when it comes to talking to girls. If they give you, and now there's going to be different philosophies. If it becomes pulling teeth, where it's just, yeah, no, pickup artist better than me because I'm not one. Did she leave? Did she cut you off? No. She's still interested. She's just under shock that you're, she's still like, she's still there. She still likes you. Yeah, but after a while, it becomes a chore. So this is where humor kind of comes in. And Troy with his smooth lines and his on the fly witticisms. Oh, I hate him. No, but he's completely right. You just like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And if you're naturally funny, oh, kind of like that thing with that stuff. And then if the girl laughs, okay, good. You got to, it's ping pong. You got to hit it. Does she hit it back? Oh, she hit it back. Okay, I can. Most girls are going to like, huh? Yeah? No. Oh. And so, talk about stupid crap, their shirt, their purse, blah, blah, blah. Where you going? But inevitably there is like, you get out, So it's a very great one. I got to catch a bus. I got to catch a plane. When I get back, I'd love to take you out. Here's my number. Gone. Every guy can do it. And you know what? You're not bothering her or harassing her. It's quick, it's short, it's painless. Even though she didn't like you, then she won't text you. Then it's all good, it's all fine. And you know what? Maybe she's like, oh, that guy asked me out and I didn't like him. You know, he was too short. He was an accountant with nice hair, but he was too short. And he was riding the L in Chicago. I just don't like Northside CPAs in Chicago. They're not my type. Ew, grody. But then like, oh, but he still asked me. And that's fine. When you overstay your welcome, then you kind of, so you got to get out. Mr. C for 2 British pounds. But Cappy, talking to girls in person is scary. Yes. Anything worth doing is going to be hard, intimidating, scary, threatening, risky. Yes, it is. Ideally, you get to the point you don't care. And I got to that point where I got rejected. You don't care. Men are more afraid of rejection. When I was young, I didn't like, God, I'm probably annoying her. Now as an old man, hey, what's up? No, I'm an old annoying guy. JD, 5 British pounds. Well, boy, the Brits are here in force. $5 at 25. Would you say a deposit on a prop? Would you say a deposit on a property, if possible, a priority? Remote work opened up a few doors, i.e., leaving London for cheaper property. Here, for younger people, this is why reconnaissance is very important, and I think reconnaissance should take more of a global, especially since you're in Europe. You obviously have more opportunity, or it's easier for you to move overseas. I would not buy a piece of property until you are absolutely sure of where you want to live. So if you got remote work, go travel. This is why traveling and reconnaissance is vitally important. So you're not wasting your time on a house. And you don't have family or kids. I'm assuming you don't. Most of the guys tuning in are bachelors. They don't have kids. Honestly, truthful, most of the guys should be in an apartment or a condo. That's what you should be doing. Very minimal living expenses. And then you go travel like, man, I really like Dubai. Okay, fine. Find out what. I don't even know if you can own property in Dubai, but let's just say you could. Oh, maybe I get a condo down there. Oh, I really like Romania. Okay, you go get a condo down there. Whatever it is. But I highly doubt at the age of 25, you know exactly where you want to live. So I would not say deposit on a property is a priority. Saving up for it is. And so I'd be starting to invest for it. Yes, absolutely. You should have a little housing fund set aside so that 5-10 years from now, it grows and you do have 20% down or whatever is required for a mortgage payment in the United Kingdom. So yeah, plan now. Don't wait until you're, well, I'm ready for a market. Oh, where do I get the money? Now you can't afford down payment. This Hanyaker here, Atham Eldecula. Why? Not you, Atham. I'm looking at StreamYard, and they just added a thing that I didn't ask for. I didn't ask for this. Oh, okay. For $1 super sticker. I don't know what it is. The Geth, $5. You don't need small talk when you got a thick veiny meaty wallet, which they don't know you have. Nonstop Dre, $2. Cappy's pickup line. I'm a life coach on the internet. No, my life. If I were to, I'm out of practice. If I were to go back, it would be the airstrike. Or if there was, you look at the girl, if there was something cute about her, and by cute, or something notable about her. Oh, that's an interesting book. What are you reading? But over here, one I always like because it immediately diffuses the situation. You're cute. What's that book? I mean, that's just simple. You're cute. What's that book you're reading? You're cute. What are you doing in a place like this? You're cute. You want to get coffee? You know, and then you could even, that's a good one to play with. Giggle, you know, like, well, I could talk to you more and maybe convince you that we should go get coffee. I mean, you don't have to commit to that idea right now. I'm just trying to plant the seed into your mind. Just, you know, play. But yeah, for the most part, expect girls just to sit there like a bump on the log. Nothing worse when you come up with a really good, clever joke and it is funny or it's a clever witticism and they don't laugh. You're like, wow, do you have a soul? Is there a human there? Are you a robot? Okay, I'm going to leave now because that's some of my best material and I got nothing. That's like point blank gun with silver bullet, and you shoot the werewolf right in the head, and it just goes pa-ting. You're like, wow, I got nothing left. I'm out of here. Goodbye. Many times I'd be I realized I'm like, all right, see ya. Have fun. Boom. That's it. Questions, answers. AssholeConsulting.com. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.